close, I would like to just bring something very different to you. In general, what does it take to make a success of tertiary studies? What does it take? What is it that we need our learners to develop the skills for? The first is an inquiring mind. This is somebody that is not satisfied with easy answers. That's the learner that drives you up the wall with questions. And you want to stimulate that, and you want to encourage that. Inquiring mind, why? Why does it work? And encourage the learner to find that information himself, herself. Go and read up about it, and where you get stuck, come back and we'll talk about it. Secondly, for a success in science, in mathematics and science, do not ever memorize. Of course, you've got to work hard and harder, but work smarter. Make sure, that would be my advice for a future first-year student. Do not memorize. If you don't understand, memorization is short-term. You remember it, you write the test, and you forget it. Make sure you understand. If it doesn't make sense to you, challenge the teacher, ask, read, and really engage with it. Don't memorize. Then you build long-term memory, and it will last. The third point here is one that I cannot stress enough. Our students are increasingly struggling not just because of maths or science background, but language. Language skills. I think you've read it. I don't have to tell you how limited the vocabulary has become of even English first language speakers. To read and understand slightly more demanding texts, they're lost. You've got to encourage your future science students to make sure they can read and understand English. More than that, they must be able to formulate an argument and substantiate it. Build that logical reasoning and be able to express it. Language skills, we don't know how to overcome this. If they're in a science faculty, we're scientists. We're not language specialists. So if our students are struggling with language, how do we help them? Please encourage them to read more demanding texts and develop their abilities. And then our students are passive learners quite often. They wait to be served. They've had a summary or they've had worksheets prepared for them. They never read the textbook themselves. This is a skill that they really need at university, to seek opportunities, to approach lecturers, to be self-motivated, self-driven. And my last point, our devices. Our devices. Every one of us is equipped with at least one of those smart devices. Research has shown that if you keep on, and of course they make noises, they tell you there's an SMS coming in or there's a WhatsApp coming in, right? So our kids, I've sat at the back of lectures where a lecturer is doing a wonderful job in front, and I watch from the back and I see how many of our students are on their iPads watching a movie or into their WhatsApp or wherever. And this task switching, okay, where is the lecture now? Oh, there's a WhatsApp. Oh, I wonder what we're doing tonight. That drains energy. It actually makes you dumber, right? And maybe you in schools make them switch off their cell phones. We don't at university. They're grown-ups. So what do? They don't realize how they're shooting themselves in the foot. So somewhere the penny has to drop. That is my responsibility to manage my time properly, to switch off my device, to use the opportunity that I have at best. That opportunity won't come again. We don't do something twice at university. If you've presented the material, it's done. With that, I close. Thank you very much.